Every single day, over 270 million eggs are consumed worldwide, boiled, scrambled, poached, or cracked raw into smoothies. They're praised as one of the most complete sources of nutrition available, offering all 9 essential amino acids, high-quality protein, brain-supporting choline, and eye-protecting antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. For decades, eggs have been marketed as the ultimate superfood. But here's the shocking reality: when handled or consumed the wrong way, this dietary staple can pose serious health threats, ranging from nutrient deficiencies to bacterial infections and even elevated mortality risks. A 2023 FDA report showed that improper egg handling contributes to more than 79,000 foodborne illness cases each year in the U.S. alone, mostly due to salmonella. Meanwhile, a 2019 JAMA study linked daily overconsumption of eggs to a 13% increase in cancer-related mortality. So why is no one talking about this? Because most people simply don't know that 6 common mistakes, some of them dangerously widespread, are quietly sabotaging the benefits of this so-called perfect food. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly what these 6 mistakes are, how they affect your body, and most importantly, how you can avoid them while still enjoying all the incredible health benefits that eggs have to offer. If you eat eggs weekly or daily, this might be the most important nutrition lesson you hear all year. 1. Overconsumption effects. There's an old saying that too much of a good thing can be bad for you, and nowhere is this more dangerously true than with eggs, where the line between superfood and health hazard is thinner than most people realize. With eggs promoted as superfoods, many people assume unlimited consumption brings unlimited benefits. Excessive consumption creates cumulative cholesterol loads that can overwhelm regulatory mechanisms. While moderate intake may not significantly impact most people's blood cholesterol, consuming multiple eggs daily can disrupt cholesterol homeostasis even in typically non-responsive individuals. Recent dose-response research reveals concerning linear relationships. Each additional daily egg correlated with 5% higher all-cause mortality and 13% higher cancer mortality risk. These findings suggest progressive risk increases without safe consumption thresholds. Overconsumption creates dietary imbalances. Heavy egg reliance displaces other important foods, including fish rich in omega-3s, legumes providing fiber, and plant proteins offering diverse amino acids. This monotony creates nutrient deficiencies. High protein loads from excessive eggs strain kidney function, particularly in people with existing renal issues. Multiple daily eggs create unnecessarily high processing demands. Digestive complications frequently result, including chronic constipation from low fiber content, persistent bloating from high sulfur proteins, and nausea from overwhelming nutrition. Current recommendations suggest 4 to 7 eggs weekly for healthy individuals. Research indicates 7 to 14 eggs weekly within varied diets could benefit most people without excessive risks. People with cardiovascular risk factors, diabetes, or heart disease require more conservative approaches, and should work with healthcare providers to determine appropriate consumption levels. 2. Allergy reactions. Here's something that starts as innocent as a slight itch in your mouth but can escalate into a medical emergency faster than you can dial 911. And the terrifying part is that it can happen to anyone at any age. Egg allergies affect both children and adults, and ignoring early warning signs can lead to life-threatening reactions. Egg allergies involve immune system reactions to specific proteins, primarily in egg whites, ovalbumin, ovomucoid, ovotransferrin, and lysozyme. Some individuals react only to raw eggs while tolerating well-cooked ones, while others experience reactions regardless of preparation. Early warning signs include mouth tingling or itching while eating eggs, mild digestive discomfort within 30 minutes, subtle skin reactions like small rashes, and consistent bowel changes after egg consumption. These symptoms represent your immune system's initial recognition of egg proteins as threats. Progressive symptoms indicate escalating immune responses: lip, tongue, or throat swelling, persistent stomach cramping, regular nausea and vomiting after eggs, widespread skin reactions, and respiratory symptoms like wheezing or breathing difficulty. Anaphylaxis represents the most dangerous progression, a severe whole-body allergic reaction that can be fatal within minutes. Emergency signs include breathing or swallowing difficulty, rapid pulse with dizziness, widespread hives or facial swelling, severe gastrointestinal distress, and loss of consciousness. Egg allergies can develop at any age, even in people who previously consumed eggs without problems. Cross-reactions commonly occur with chicken meat, vaccines manufactured using egg proteins, and lecithin-containing products. Many allergic individuals carry emergency epinephrine auto-injectors for accidental exposures. 3. Storage disasters. You might buy the freshest organic eggs and cook them to perfection, but if you store them wrong, all those health benefits can vanish in an instant. Eggs are highly vulnerable to temperature changes, and just one slip in storage can turn your fridge into a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. In fact, proper refrigeration alone could prevent over 40,000 salmonella infections each year, according to U.S. food safety authorities. To protect your health, always refrigerate eggs at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit 4 degrees Celsius right after buying them. Keep them in their original carton, placed deep inside the fridge, not in the door, where temperatures rise and fall. Never leave raw or cooked eggs out for more than 2 hours, or just 1 hour in hot weather. Cracked eggs? Toss them. Even tiny fractures can let in dangerous microbes. Clean any leaks with hot soapy water to avoid cross-contamination. And don't just trust the expiration date, do the float test. Fresh eggs sink. Old ones float. Simple, fast, and life-saving. Even the healthiest egg can become a silent threat if stored carelessly. So treat them like the fragile superfoods they are, keep them cold, keep them safe, and keep your kitchen risk-free. 4. Cholesterol confusion. For years, eggs have been caught in the crossfire of nutritional debates, hailed one moment, condemned the next. At the center of it all is cholesterol. One large egg yolk contains about 186 milligrams of it, making eggs one of the richest sources of dietary cholesterol. That fact alone led to decades of advice warning people to limit their egg intake, but here's where it gets complicated and fascinating. In 2015, U.S. dietary guidelines removed the cap on dietary cholesterol entirely, citing weak links between what you eat and your blood cholesterol levels. Harvard researchers have since confirmed that for most people, it's not dietary cholesterol that's the problem, it's saturated in trans fats. Your liver actually produces about 80% of your body's cholesterol, and it responds more to unhealthy fats than to the cholesterol you eat. Still, the science isn't one-sided. A large-scale 2019 study published in JAMA found that eating an extra 300 milligrams of dietary cholesterol per day, roughly the amount in half an egg, was associated with increased risk of heart disease and early death. Meanwhile, long-term studies from Harvard following hundreds of thousands of people found no such link for those eating up to 1 egg per day. One comprehensive review even concluded that eggs do not raise cardiovascular mortality at all. And yet, newer research has raised some red flags. Each additional daily egg, some data suggest, may be linked to a 5% higher risk of overall mortality and a 13% increase in cancer mortality. How do we make sense of all this? It comes down to individual biology. Some people, called cholesterol responders, do absorb and react more strongly to dietary cholesterol, experiencing sharp increases in blood levels. Others are less affected. Genetics, underlying health conditions, and the overall quality of your diet all play a role. So what's safe? For most healthy people, eating 4 to 7 eggs per week appears to be perfectly fine. But if you have diabetes, heart disease, or already high cholesterol, it's smart to talk with your doctor. When it comes to eggs and heart health, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, only smart, informed choices based on your own body. 5. Biotin interference. What if I told you that your quest for the perfect protein could actually be starving your body of an essential vitamin, creating a deficiency so sneaky that most people never see it coming? This mistake is particularly common among fitness enthusiasts trying to boost protein intake through raw eggs or egg white supplements. Raw egg whites contain avidin, a glycoprotein that evolved as an antimicrobial defense. When you consume raw egg whites regularly, avidin binds so tightly to biotin in your digestive system that digestive enzymes cannot separate them. Research shows eating 2 or more uncooked egg whites daily for several months can cause biotin deficiency. Biotin is essential for energy production and metabolism, serving as a cofactor for enzymes that break down fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Without adequate biotin, you may experience progressive hair thinning, red scaly rash around eyes and mouth, chronic fatigue, depression, and brittle nails. The insidious nature of biotin deficiency is there's no reliable blood test, so diagnosis relies on recognizing these symptoms. Many dismiss early signs as stress-related, allowing deficiency to worsen. Athletes face the highest risk because they often consume multiple raw egg whites daily. Some consume 6 to 12 daily, creating severe biotin depletion that takes months to reverse. Heat denatures avidin protein, rendering it unable to bind biotin. Cooked eggs don't interfere with biotin absorption and actually provide biotin. For egg white supplements, seek avidin-neutralized products. If consuming raw, limit to 1 to 2 occasionally and ensure adequate biotin from liver, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. 6. Raw consumption. Here's a mistake that could literally be the difference between life and death, yet millions of people make it every single day without realizing the danger lurking in their kitchen. Picture this. You're at the gym, and someone offers you their secret protein shake recipe. They crack a few raw eggs directly into the blender, claiming it's the ultimate muscle-building hack. You think, what could go wrong? Rocky did it in the movies. But you're essentially playing bacterial Russian roulette. According to the FDA and CDC, fresh eggs can contain Salmonella bacteria even when they have clean, uncracked shells. This happens while the egg is forming inside the chicken before the shell develops. CDC estimates Salmonella bacteria causes about 1.35 million infections, 26,500 hospitalizations, and 420 deaths in the United States every year. The overall incidence in eggs is about 1 in 20,000, but when you consider Americans consume 93.1 billion eggs in 2023, those odds become significant. Most people who get sick develop diarrhea, fever, vomiting, and stomach cramps within 6 hours to 6 days after infection, lasting 4 to 7 days. But for vulnerable populations, including children under 5, adults over 65, and immunocompromised individuals, the consequences can be devastating, potentially requiring hospitalization or proving fatal. Recent outbreak data demonstrates contamination risks. As of October 17, 2024, CDC declared an outbreak after 93 illnesses and 34 hospitalizations were linked to eggs from a single Wisconsin farm. Another 2025 outbreak involved 79 people across 7 states from contaminated organic eggs. Raw eggs also contain avidin, a protein that binds to biotin and prevents absorption of this crucial B vitamin, potentially leading to deficiency. For safe consumption, cook eggs until both yolk and white are firm. Cook egg dishes to 160 degrees Fahrenheit without meat or 165 degrees Fahrenheit with meat. If recipes absolutely require raw eggs, like Caesar dressing, use pasteurized eggs that have undergone heat treatment to kill pathogens. After all the warnings, here's the real takeaway: when consumed the right way, eggs become one of the most complete and powerful foods on Earth. They pack a nutritional punch that few other foods can match, providing the exact building blocks your body needs to function at its best. Let's break it down. Eggs deliver key nutrients many people are missing. Folate helps your body make new DNA. Iodine keeps your thyroid in balance. Choline fuels your brain and nervous system. And vitamin D builds strong bones and supports immunity. All of that, inside a single shell. But what really sets eggs apart is their protein. It's not just high, it's perfectly balanced, offering all 9 essential amino acids in the exact proportions your muscles crave. That's why eggs are so effective for preventing muscle loss, especially in older adults. And recent research is even showing that eating eggs regularly may lower your risk of dementia by supporting memory-related brain chemicals. For children, the benefits are just as powerful. Studies link consistent egg intake to improved motor skills and early brain development, giving kids a head start, naturally. Even your heart can benefit when eggs are eaten in moderation, as part of a balanced diet. Large studies show that 1 egg a day may be neutral or even slightly protective for cardiovascular health in healthy individuals. And let's not forget the planet. Eggs require less water, land, and emissions than most meats, making them a more sustainable protein choice. If you're just starting out, here's how to bring eggs into your diet the right way. In weeks 1 and 2, begin with 2 to 3 eggs per week. Choose organic or pasture-raised eggs if you can, and always cook them thoroughly, both yolk and white firm. Pay attention to how you feel, digestion, skin, energy levels. By weeks 3 and 4, if everything feels good, you can increase to 4 or 5 eggs weekly. Try different styles: boiled, scrambled, poached, but stay safe with your cooking methods. If you have heart or cholesterol concerns, this is a good time to check your blood lipids with your doctor. From week 5 onward, most healthy adults can enjoy up to 6 or 7 eggs per week as part of a varied diet. Don't eat them all at once, spread them throughout the week. Pair your eggs with vegetables, whole grains, or avocado for maximum benefit. And don't forget, variety matters. Rotate your protein sources. Stay up to date with any food safety alerts. And if you ever notice symptoms, don't ignore them, cut back and check in with your healthcare provider. Done right, eggs don't just fill you up, they nourish every system in your body, from your brain to your bones. The key is not perfection. It's smart, balanced practice, and paying attention to how your body responds. As we've uncovered today, eggs can be both a nutritional powerhouse and a hidden health risk. It all depends on how you consume them. From the dangers of eating them raw and the silent impact of biotin deficiency, to the confusion around cholesterol, improper storage, overlooked allergies, and the serious consequences of overconsumption, Each of these 6 mistakes has the power to turn this everyday food into a long-term hazard. But when prepared and eaten correctly, eggs remain one of the most complete, affordable, and sustainable sources of nourishment available. The key takeaway is this: knowledge is power. Understanding how eggs interact with your body, how to cook and store them safely, and how to balance them in your diet can mean the difference between supporting your health or unknowingly compromising it. For more science-backed insights that protect your health and unlock the full power of food, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. We're here to guide you through the everyday foods that might be helping or harming you in ways you never expected. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.